dangerous. Because the probability of them making sure they take over from Alan again is high. And sometimes, it becomes very delicate when you start to talk about Alan being the president. He's a fine gentleman. He's a presidential material. But Akufo-Addo's shadow is in Alan's work. Right now, what Ghanaians are looking at is to cut these people off. They say, chomuti totally. And when I say you chomuti totally, you take them out of government totally, and then you go after them, take all the money and jail them. Until there's nothing like, oh, where the a woman there, because somebody can come to Alan and come to Alan's office and say, Alan, upon everything, a woman, okay, say mrebi, oh, your campaign, no. Okay, say, can you look on for them to prosecute? So it becomes, it will be, Alan will struggle more than any president. There needs to be a different breed. This is analysis. Analysis. Next year there, I will let you people understand. But I am giving you glimpses of what is on the ground, Ankasa. You get it? It's very tricky. Very, very, very tricky, because if Alan becomes president and Osafo Maafo does not get anything, Osafo Maafo has been corrupted and has been favored by Akufo-Addo for over 8 years, and Osafo Maafo will do everything possible, if not directly, indirectly, to sabotage Alan's government. It's also who said it is going to be difficult for Alan to work independently. Akufo-Addo's shadow is not hunting him. So to prevent that, that is why I'm saying, Alan is in this position now. I'm being honest with you. Ayamiya said Alan is in this position, but I think he called it for himself, because in the first place, or several Akufo-Addo first time we and Alan Chamantin was supposed to go to this guy and say, thank you very much. You have proven that you are a man. You bring everybody in our party, give us positions. I really want to focus on my presidential ambition, and because I don't want to distract you and your government, I want to stay away from the ministerial job. I don't want to be involved in this governance because I don't want to be a distraction. Because if I tell you I want to be president, I'm still a minister, it looks like technically or indirectly I am undermining your work. Somebody might be supporting me and the other person might do something against you. So thank you very much for giving me that exposure, showing me that respect. But for Alan Chamantin to take again this position, that was the beginning of his end. So the biggest mistake Alan has made in his political career is to take this second trade minister from Akufo-Addo. Alan killed his political career the day he accepted this. It is a fact. I know some people are hurt, but these are sacred facts. It is a hankwan albeti. Because when I sit, Mr. Tina me green screen analysis, now me pointed things out critically, one after the other, people who understand me, they will say it is even better if Alan decides not to run. Because what is going to happen is, the moment Alan says, I'm not going to run, what is going to happen is, Akufo-Addo's camp will collapse. Because they have no option. The only option they have is Bawumia, and there's no way Bawumia can be president of the republic unless Akufo-Addo overkills. Unless Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo overkills, and he has done it before, and the people revolt and kill Akufo-Addo before he does that. The issue is Alan Chamantin is giving Akufo-Addo some air to breathe. He's giving his campaign some oxygen, because if Alan Chamantin steps away from this campaign, Akufo-Addo's party is blown up. His corruption is everything. His campaign is gone, because what are you bringing? We all know who you are preparing to bring, and that is Bawumia, and Bawumia is the weakest. If I were Alan Chamantin, I would endorse John Mahama and let everybody understand that I'm not endorsing John Mahama because he's better than me. I am endorsing John Mahama because I want John Mahama to come in and rectify a problem in my party, for people to know that I support discipline and I support people who want to do the right thing. And after that, I can endorse somebody to be president, and technically you can be, indirectly you can be president. So these are dynamics. If you don't look at, you might think Alan Chamantin being in the picture is giving Akufo-Addo oxygen. Yeah, it's still giving Akufo-Addo oxygen. Ask yourself, who is going to be Bawumia's vice? The day Bawumia will elect his vice, that will be the end of his political career. That will be the end of his campaign. Don't you? You've not thought of that, right? Who is going to be Bawumia's vice president? You've not thought of that. That will be the day Bawumia's presidential ambition will end. It has already ended. But Ghanaians will be like, yes, now we understand where you thieves are coming from. Has he ever given you glimpses of his vice president? Why has the NPP stopped talking about Mahama's vice president, Mahama's vice president? No. Bawumia does not have anybody who is even going to be his vice. So if I were Alan Chamanting, I will do something that has never happened in the history of Ghana, and Ghanaians will hail me and put me side by side with Kwame Nkrumah, unless Alan, he doesn't want to listen. Because everybody knows a competition between Alan and Mahama is a tough competition. It's a fact. A competition between Mahama and Bawumia is 20 minutes competition. The election will be decided before even people go to the ballot. But Alan Chamanting cannot work independently, not because he doesn't want to work independently, it's because the people he works with are affiliated to these criminals, and it's going to be tough for him to deliver us. Because the problem we are looking at now is to protect the independence of this nation, the democracy, and also find criminals who we all know have committed those crimes to put in jail. If Alan is in there, and Alan chooses an attorney general, the probability of that attorney general working with these people before is high. The probability of somebody working in the Attorney General's office who worked with these people's criminals is high. It is going to be tough. If I were Alan Chamanting, I'll do the thing nobody has done. I'll come out and say, I wish I have wanted to be president from day one. I have wanted to play my part to save Ghana. But today, I am going to support any NDC presidential candidate to defeat our party. Because that is not what I believe in. This party wasn't made like this. Alan Chamanting cannot come out and say this verbally or in public, but he can show signals that I want the MPP to be recalibrated. And that's when we come back, because the MPP is not attractive anymore. You can go bring Jesus Christ. MPP is not attractive because we have not proven to the people that after Ekufuor, we can come out of this crime. No. People are scared of the MPP now. Among folks throw MPP because they know murderers are leading the MPP. They know the people who are leading the MPP now are growing this venom that they will destroy this nation to the core. So people are still trying to find that one Messiah who will come and say, I am putting my life on the line. I'm dying to save the people. I will die as Jesus Christ. Alan Chamanting can put this on the line and say, I will save the MPP, but what I'm going to do is, this is my presidential ambition, I'm going to hang it. I will save the NPP from that. And that is the only way Ghana can change. Because then, if the NDC comes to power, they have only one mandate. There is a reason why Alan Chamanting pulled out. He wanted to prove to you that do the right thing for the people to believe in us again. And from there, Alan Chamanting can automatically become the leader of the NPP. Not as a presidential candidate, but a living legend and a founder. Because he is the only person who was able to come to the homes of us to break our dishes or our pot we eat from, to tell us that let us start building it from scratch. In the beginning, the people you break their pot where they feed from will be angry. But later, when the new pot is built without leaks, they'll come and hail you and say, you, upon everything, we almost lynched you, but you have found a way for us to be recognized again. This is real politics here. Because nobody in their right senses would like to live under Ekufuor's regime, under Bawumia, even when Alan comes. Because Sisi Obi got to Abama Alana against Mahama. Because you will still see glimpses of Ekufuor in Alan's government. You will still see glimpses of Ekufuor in Alan's campaign. Technically, Ekufuor and his people are still in Alan's campaign. The shadows are there. The shadows of killing, the shadows of renting jets when people are suffering, the shadows of destroying the economy, the shadows of Ameri, the shadows of PDS. These people are monsters. The moment you affiliate with them, the only thing you can do is to make sure you move away from them and you join other forces to destroy them, because they are like poison, they are like venom. They operate slowly. It climbs slowly. And what has happened to Alan is they are bitten Alan's ankle. Into venom, no, it is gradually coming up. It's going to be tough for Alan until Alan steps away. It's going to be even difficult for Alan to tell Ghanaians to say, believe in the MPP. Who are we supposed to believe? You are a single individual. Your battalions, they have been infected with a disease. And that disease is the Ekufuor disease. Let's start analyzing issues. This is my advice to Alan Chairman team. If Alan takes the right decision, he will be remembered as one of the best persons in Ghana. People even forget he is a politician. They will say Alan is the savior of our democracy. But as far as we are still trying to make Bawumia relevant, Alan is giving Akufo-Addo a lot of oxygen. Yes. Alan is giving Akufo-Addo and this group a lot of oxygen. Akufo-Addo himself knows if Bawumia is presented in gold, nobody will vote for him. He's a liar, he's a thief, he's a criminal. How much more Alan stepping away say, this thing, I don't want to be part. Ghanaians, let us clean the MPP up. Alan is still young. Alan is still young. And to be very honest with you, Alan does not have to be president to prove that he can serve the nation. Alan can do other things to change the destiny of this nation. I think he has made the biggest mistake in his life by accepting to be Akufo-Addo's minister the second time. That was when Alan destroyed his presidential career. But that did not destroy Alan's commitment to help Ghana's democracy. You come back to those things, you analyze it very well. This is just the beginning. I wanted to give you some idea about what is about to come. You are 2022, we are 2023. You be when you chin kakran will be at and you all understand what we are about to do. So Sam George, Radio Gold, Osler engaged in an illegality in 2017. Let's move forward. It's not important. KJTR market owes service providers 5.8 million Ghana cedis electricity could be disconnected again. KJTR for Mungo Tiao. Bunko Tiara Muja concert no. When they use have 5.8 million no. KJTR people Mungo Tia. Debi amuya mo say Kevin dey hard power KJTR for so Mungo Tia. Ye ntia se ye gye man Mungo Tia. Ma basa se akoko kontwa. Mungo Tia light bill no. ECG for so mamu fa bu Jimmy cause so light no abra omuntua e. Because light na ye nyina light. Light na ye enjoy na Ghana ye nyina light. So obi ejan light na wentua o se daily no. Also we dey omko gina court. KJTR for enyam nko na edwa mo Ghana ye wedwa bebre obi obi atua de muntua. Munjai sa anyoma anyoma no mo ndipa bufu mo. Munjai, I want to quickly rush into the editorial of the day. Quick. Dumelivo, former Auditor General, has said something. People use COVID-19 funds for personal economic recovery programs. So imagine, say NDC comes to power. Then you want to bring Sufai Akuffo, the former CJ, to court because COVID-19 is going to be a fire. Say Alan our power, he can't do it. And I know Alan is not corrupt, but he can't do it. You see how it is? Alan cannot do it. Say your boss is here now, Sufai Akuffo. On an that's Hasikana no. Near see a serious inquiry the number court, but never answer question. Former CJ. Alan being the president, Alan cannot do it. Alan is not corrupt too, but he cannot do it. He will not understand. And these are some of the things I am talking about. Uncle Fontias here. He is a great man, but he is in the wrong position at this time. Alan made himself get into this position by taking the worst mistake in his political career. The worst mistake Alan took was to accept second office from Akufo-Addo. He wasn't supposed to serve at the Akufo-Addo second term. He wasn't. So and what Dumelivo is saying is straightforward. We all know. So for Akuffo, former CJ, today when you ask about COVID-19 money, now man did you at and these kind of things, and then encouraging me to do what I'm doing, because there will be a day if somebody wins power, whether John Mahama or whoever runs for the NDC, that person will have to go down and get the money, and that's how he will understand. He bought damn channel. These are some of the things that it gives us encouragement to be doing what we are doing, and we're going to do it irrespective of who is in power. Then you say Sufai Akuffo will walk, and any president who comes in and ignores this woman without making sure this woman comes to account and also putting her in jail, and the also president, we will treat you like a fool, like an animal. You would never enjoy your presidency. or a CJ, right? Or a former CJ, right? But she foolishly took the money. She understands accountability. And when you fail to account, you have to go to jail. These are the things I'm saying, say, Alan cannot do. Nobody hates Alan. I love him as a man. His humility, I love it. But we are at a place where he is not a man to lead. Also Timothy. It is like that. Sikana she ena sebio oba na etwa ne nsa ena na oka kyerem no sika aduane wo nyina monhwe aduane a yakwa kwagye yase abansi yankwalanta ye ho yakwalanta ye ho enne yase abnana adubla aduane mp hu wom nana adu hu wom wasantase me maye nan akwam di ade mi ka kwa kopa aduane be mi se we kura be be maye fo ba ko be no me de ma monhwe mo a omo de amaye se me ne me ma nan ni aya santase assembly mako santane die ni mu a wo cha aduane no me ko ye ba ko pe eno ode ma me wasa atro me die bi se me 8 ade mu we ya ma me abla mu ne bi ma bi mu enti me person fu ro mu hu se aya ne kwa so omo nkama yi. You see, all these vulnerable people nobody in the MPP is able to stand up to say, hey, madam, where is the money? On your accounts and share how the money was used. But tell me, can Alan do this? Alan cannot do it. Can the NDC do it? Even if John Mahama doesn't want to do it, he will be forced to do it. Because Alan didn't say a woman and a warrior, they are totally two different things. Alan can prosecute some people. Alan cannot prosecute some people. And I am not saying he's a corrupt man. I am saying that he is in the wrong position now. And where Ghana is now, it will be tough for us to get somebody like Alan to lead us. He is not a bad person. He is not, but he cannot, because we need drastic decisions. Drastic decisions to change this nation's destiny. You get what I mean? So these are very, very important issues. The Ghost team, we have not even sat down. We have the write-ups and we are doing the research still about the analysis about Oma Yebeyi as presidential candidates before Kram. But when we come out with our analysis and the research and everything back in it, you will sit down as Gary over to us and say, it is very important. And we are not there yet. But I wanted to give you an idea of what is coming. There is a revolution we all have to join, NDC, MPP, to make sure we kill one devil we are all against, and that is the Akufo-Addo clan. The Akufo-Addo clan, they have entered the judiciary. The Akufo-Addo criminals, they have entered the security. The Akufo-Addo criminals, they have destroyed the economy. The Akufo-Addo criminals, they have taken everything. We don't need anybody who some way, somehow. We need a clean outside person to say this should happen. Alan cannot prosecute. That is even just one. Alan Chamantin cannot prosecute. Never. Because a MPP for Kofo will call him and say, don't do that. Do you think Alan can go and put Sufai Kufo like the way Opuni is in court right now? He can't. Even Sufai Kufo, no evidence. Opuni evidence. You see how they are struggling? The Attorney General does not have anything. He has nothing. He has used even Cocoa Board for Nankasankasa against Opuni. It didn't work. Godfrey Dame is dumped or a local champion. So let's get this straightforward. How lovely will it be if Alan Chamantin serves in a John Dramani Mahama government? How wonderful would it be if Alan Chamantin is pairing somebody like Ibrahim Mahama, Industry Light, or as a special envoy to deal with that employment? What are you talking about here? It does not make Alan less of an MPP. It's about somebody putting himself in the middle to make sure he joins what we have actually cracked. That Alan can be the savior indirectly. People have no idea. Nobody has an idea because we have been filled with too much greed, power. I see Alan Chamantin as somebody who will not die for power. He is somebody who is willing to work, somebody who is willing to serve. And there's one thing he needs to understand. You don't need to be president for your effect to be felt. No. Because if you carry this burden, You come in and you tell yourself, why did I put myself in here? I'm telling you. You carry this burden by mistake. You tell yourself, why did I even get here? Because one, I'm going to destroy my party that built me. And two, the people of Ghana will lose every interest in me. The ditch Akufo-Addo has created. Alan, you cannot pull Ghana out of it. Let's move forward. There's just the comedies to the action itself. So let's take care of the editorial of the day. Now let's look at this. We are going to use this to start the editorial. The editorial has started. John Dramani Mahama. Jane Mensah printed over 1 million ballot papers in favor of NPP. And so? John Mahama, so? We all know from the beginning that Jane Mensah rigged the elections. We all know the election was rigged. We all know that you got more votes than Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Don't come and tell us now. Don't tell us, don't remind us. Nobody cares now. Because we all now have accepted that this criminal illegally is the president. So you don't have to remind us that. You have to tell us how we can stop that. Because the people can go out there and vote. But how are we going to stop this stealing? That is the killer question. What is the NDC doing to make sure it never happens again? You telling us that she stole the election. Everybody knows she's printed more than 1 million papers. We saw videos, we saw everything. So what? Now, what is the NDC telling us? What are they showing to the people? Because the people are hurt. They know they voted for the NDC. They were stolen from them. Those votes were stolen from them. Some were killed. So what is the NDC doing to stop that thing from the EC? Stop that rigging. That is what the people want to hear from you. It's looking like you are crying. We are all hurt. You are all in the same party. You are all being robbed. Who is crying to who? Somebody should be bold as a leader and make an emphatic statement home. And the leader is crying with the battalions behind him. Then there is no way. We all know Jane Mensah stole the elections. Akufo-Addo ordered over 1 million votes to be printed illegally. We all know, everybody in Ghana knows you won the elections. But it's not just winning the election. The issue is, what are you going to do to solidify that win again and win? So, you can't be crying to the people who were expecting the leadership to do something to stop that. You can't be crying with your people you need to energize. You can't. Don't cry with them. Don't cry. Don't go to them and cry to them. Tell them what you want to do. A fool like Lord Kome is making statements to hurt the whole Ghana. People are tired. And so we are all crying. So who is going to lead? No, the question to you, John Mahama. We are all crying. You sound like you are crying. Who is going to lead? Who is going to take decisions? Somebody should make some statements to trigger, some statement to go into the spine of the government for them to know, you dare, you also dare. You do this, we will do this. That is what the people need. Ghanaians love you. Ghanaians are willing even more to vote for you. Ghanaians need you to energize them. You don't need to do much. You just need to make sure your party, right people are leading the party, blocking all those loopholes. There are criminals in your party who are in bed with the NPP, helping them win elections. Those are the things you look at. So when you go to the people, let them understand, we are all hurt, but I am the leader. I am going to energize you with my word, and action is going to follow. Do or die is nice, but where is the action? Where is the action to follow? It can't just be slogan, because the enemy in front of you kills, and he has killed 8 of your people. So this is not a time to cry with the people. This is the time to let the people know something is ahead of us. I am the leader and I will die. So you should be willing to die with me too. I heard you say that if you die for the NDC will die for you. Then let the people know from your words. Let the president understand. Let this government understand that when you kill, we will kill. You see, reciprocal. You see, no, there's nothing like one person was corrupt, 2 people become corrupt. There's nothing like that in this world. So the moment you sit and you cry with the people, you are just tickling yourself. You are just trying to let your own people praise you. That will not win elections. Let me take care of something here. You get it? That wins elections. So if you don't do that, the nice words and all that, the people you want to overthrow, they know that they can use words to intimidate the people who want to come out and vote for you. They know. They have done it. They use words. So you being super nice, it will not change anything. Stop crying with the people. Now, this is what he said again on his talk. Why didn't you mount witness box to prove 2020 polls was credible? It's a good question. That is the question Mahama was asking today in the central region. Why didn't J. Mensa go into the box? I didn't know one page another anchor questions and yano. Obianim said J. Mensa we are but him into a one yano. Obianim said J. Mensa and Supreme Court. J. Mensa we are but him into one yano. Into what are you going to do about it? Let her understand that from any mistake she does again, the actions are going to be crazier because it is from her mistakes into the NDC form of support to so somebody can also kill her because of her mistakes. She needs to get something in her head. Jemensa is not scared. She moves with a battalion. Yeah, the soldiers and a garden. Let her understand that people are more than her, and the way she made mistakes and deliberately made mistakes for people to be killed, she can also be killed like that. Don't let people lose hope in you. Energize them with your words. Anybody can say you are hungry for power. That is why you are doing campaign. If you are not hungry for power, can't you fear? No, you need to fear. If you did not want power, if you are not hungry for power, and can't you need to fear, but because you want power, so let them understand I want power. That was I'm saying this. So that thing of trying to let people, you cannot cry with the people. They are hurt. The people around the nation, the 6 million and over people who voted for you, they are deeply hurt inside. So stop crying with them. Let them understand this is a new one. This one, because we were killed, because we have lost, because we are at the hitting end, we need to let them understand that I am John Mahama, I am leading the NDC back to these elections. If anybody kills, we will kill. That is how you make a statement. Those people in the foreign countries saying they are observers, when they come, ask them, when somebody kills your son, will you sit down and smile and say, use nice words? You are mad. That is how our democracy works. Akufo-Addo has capitalized on these things. Let them know when you kill, we will kill. Because it's not only the NPP that has power to kill. Let the army know that if anybody steps out to point a gun at a Ghanaian, Ghanaians have right to point gun at them. Let them say you are ruthless. Who is more ruthless than Akufo-Addo? The military, they know that Akufo-Addo is a crazy tyrant. He kills. So you can be crying with the people. What should they hold on to now? Ask those people who want to vote for you. What are they holding on to? Nothing. Ask those people who today want to vote for you, want to die for you. Nothing. You can't tell them God will give you power. God does not care about this nonsense. God has given us all the wisdom to protect ourselves and make decisions to favor us. God can give any fool power. Go and ask about Cain and Abel. God can give any fool power. Go and ask about the boy who took his brother's blessings. God can give any fool power. So don't sit there and tell me God will give you power. You lie back. Sit at home and tell me God will give you power. Let the people understand. This is a tit for tat. Do or die should follow with some words. You can't just vaguely say do or die and you think you win power. Unless you're not ready. This is what John Mahama said again. All my cash at ADB, Zenith, GT Bank have no foreign account. They have lied. They have disgraced you. They said you stole money. They said you did everything, you and your wife. You sat there and you make this happen. You made this work because you don't react. You sat there, John is nice. They have finished denigrating you. You are a fine gentleman. You are a fine gentleman. People who don't even support you, they know deep down you are a gentleman. You are fine. You are a fine gentleman who was trained well. But you have allowed yourself and allowed some fools to denigrate you because you have allowed them. When Owusu Bempah started attacking Ibrahim Mahama with some lies, when Ibrahim Mahama took him to court, have you heard that pig speak about Ibrahim Mahama before? John Mahama sits there and every fool talks about you and you smile. You cannot be nice to everybody. And let me tell you, not everybody likes you. It's a fact. Be ruthless. Don't think that this is a joke. Some people have lost their lives because of you. The NDC needs something to hold on to. The ordinary Ghanaian who wants to vote for you needs something to hold on to. You have still not given them. You have still not given them. Because if you had dared the EC, if you had dared this president, because J. Mensa printed 1 million votes. And so, why haven't your parliamentarians brought her to parliament? You people think we are jokers here? Do you think people sitting there, they believe you? They don't. Because for a whole year, you have not been able to get your leadership in parliament to bring J. Mensa to parliament. So nobody believes what you're saying. It hurts, but I'm going to tell you. What have you done as the leader of the party to make sure J. Mensa come to parliament to answer questions? Nothing. And you're sitting there crying with the people. What do you expect? The man you are dealing with is a murderer. He kills. He has shown you. And you're going to play the same nonsense game again. Let's be calm. God will give us chance. It is their bad. No, you will not win power. I'm telling you. Your executives, majority of them are working for the MPP. You need drastic change. You need that drastic change. So it is not about everybody being nice to you. With me, when I see you say these things, I laugh because I'm still waiting. I am still waiting for you to give the people who want to vote for you another hope. Where is it coming from? It should be your words. When you just talked about do or die, you saw the energy the base came up with. You saw the energy. You saw it. So what is it? You just say that and you walk. You follow it up with action. You follow up with more stronger words. Because NPP stands in front of you and use all the words against the NDC and Ghanaians. And you sit there and say, God does not give power to a timid man. Somebody just telling me, Napo will be Bawumia's vice. Wow, look at this. Napo will be Bawumia's vice. Wow, look at this. Akwane hwene se achichidiechi. Bawumia and Napo. Sango for me anyway. A knockout. It is a simple knockout. Bawumia and Napo. Mahama, your vice president should not even campaign. You have everything to be president. Again. Somebody is telling me right now, Napo is going to be Bawumia's vice president. See this. I'll come and give you Napo's record. Jimmy Niwe. He barks like a dog. I kept telling you. The NPP, Ekufuado's camp, they don't even know who's going to be Bawumia's vice because Jimmy Fono. Now, if you're going to bring a backing dog like Napo, they'll be upon Jerry and work out. In 30 minutes, the election will be decided. So, what are you doing? What energy are you giving the people? Don't say the NDC is coming power. MDC is coming. What? It is talk. It is comedy. When I see NDC supporters, NDC is coming strong 2024. What have you done? What have you put on the ground? There are people who are willing to bring their money to help the NDC to win power. And those people, some are even in NPP. But you people are not showing anything. You people are not showing that you can bite. So you people please yourselves. Your general secretary, he pleases himself. The chairman, he is pleasing himself. Your party members have radio stations. They can't even talk about NDC. They can't even follow John Mahama on his road. And you want to win power? You people are mad. You this NDC people. Your Greater Accra regional chairman. On the TV, or the Boha Life. Your chairman himself, on Nahuto Radio, how many times have they even reported on a scandal? You people are sitting there. You are crazy. You want power from who? They know you people. The MPP has infiltrated your people. A whole party goes to meeting and somebody in the party records your chairman and you don't see that as a dangerous thing and you still sit there, you want to keep these executives. Majority, 99% of them are criminals. They cannot help you win power. In fact, 90% of your executives want you to lose power. So it is about time you people started understanding the reality. If you don't clinch power from these guys, you are done. Your party is gone. I'm being honest with you. You have no party. NDC is coming to power. We will not agree. No, you need something to hold on to. What are they holding on to now? You made noise when I was in power. Be quiet now, but quiet now, even in the face of PDS and other corruption under Akufo-Addo. Mahama to hypocritical Ghanaians. Mahama, you cannot fight Ghanaians. Sometimes you need to be pointing fingers at people. At this point, I was even expecting you to say, Mensa Otabil, why are you quiet? You are supposed to say that. Stop this kind of politically correct nonsense. It is not going to give you power. Mensa Otabil, why are you quiet? Reverend Mate, why are you quiet? You bring names out. Duncan Williams, why today are you not speaking on this? Pentecost Council, why especially this? You point at people. You get what I mean? You don't try and please everybody. Because at the end of the day, it's not everybody who's going to vote for you. Let me tell you, the chiefs you are seeing and paying tribute onto my own. But imagine an opposition leader galvanizing this vote in 2020. Do you think it will happen again in Ghana? You are an opposition leader. You are able to galvanize more votes than the party in government with all the resources. You know it. People know. Mensa Otabil, you said this and that. Why are you quiet today? We are building a nation. Duncan Williams, you said this and that. Why are you saying this today? Why are you quiet? You make the statement. Some chiefs who have made some statement, question them. That is when people get to know you are aggressive. You don't go there and say, Ghana for some people are not talking. Who is not talking? Now tell me, who is not talking? Who is not talking? Not everybody likes you. So baby also Kasam be also kana. Kasamono. Massa. John Mahama. You had a clear shot 2020. You and your executives blew it. Because some people did not do their job. You are just one person. You are the face of the party. It's only you who can tell them, say, if you don't want to work with me, walk. And let me get people I can work with. You can't always be relying on the smiles. They are not working. Your executives are not working. I'm telling you. You have 8 people shot dead. We didn't see your national youth organizer anywhere. Nobody set an eye on Opareado, on Pablo. Nobody. Where was he? Oh, I can't say Obi say Obi. I don't hate anybody. Your national executives, they are fighting for power instead of them looking at the holes in the party. Asielu Ketia wants to be chairman. Chairman wants to be this. Everybody is just fighting. The last time I heard chairman, Jesus, this is about comedians. You people are not ready to win power. So the NDPP, they have capitalized on you people because majority of you people following John Mahama are liars. You are liars. You use John Mahama's name to win power and to use that power to get money from the party in power. We all know you people, criminals. You need drastic overhauling. Yeah. You need drastic overhauling. And John Mahama, stop saying you did it. It is you and your party that did everything. Stop using that word. When you did this, you didn't do it. It is you and your party. Don't let everything be about you. Don't let every single thing be about you, John Mahama. Let it be about the people. Let it be about the party. Because without the party's support, when you were in power, you couldn't have built anything. Stop using the word, I did this. Everybody know you were the president. But you had a team you were working with. You had a party you were working with. You had ex-ministers, ex-MPs. Let them also understand that. Let the people know these were the people who made it happen. It can't be about you every time. People are putting their lives on the line to get this right. Shit. Foolishness.
A person my war waka no bows into yen stroke. Kwasia shwa yetia some pressa. The waka no osro so. I feel wait again to kwasia back before then bad dance here. Patapa one in the back onupa snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back onufu kebi
said that me who Ghana ne dear. Who is the guy and friend with this year? Omodi is sick crack or saying, how may I say, I crack a ring, huh? Come it here, And I walk a club that could take a get so one man meja, and then one side away am so free back.
Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, one in the back, one in the back, Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, one in the back, one in the back, Adolescent Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, one in the back, one in the back, Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, one in the back, one in the back, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke. Snake and Sons, one in the back, one in the back, Onuba, Snake and Sons, one in the back, one in the back, Adolescent Snake and Sons, one in the back, one in the back, Onuba, Snake and Sons, one in the back, one in the back, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke.
Ghana, a peaceful country and a beacon of democracy in its fourth republic, has had violent free elections and transitioned power peacefully without any unrest or civil strife. This has become effortlessly possible because of the peace-loving leaders Ghanaians have successfully elected to lead them. President Kufuor in 2007 perfectly described the attributes of the type of person to lead Ghanaians at all times.
So anybody who is always full of tension and fighting and that sort of thing, we have to be careful about. Whether when the power is given to this person to lead us, he's the type with the experience and with all due respect, the wisdom to be able to keep the country united, to secure the nation, to gain the respect of the forces, the military, the police, the chiefs. Look out for that, because we know the history. Some people have been given power only to lose it just like that. We don't want that.
Even so, this peaceful and beautiful country was handed to Nana Akufo-Addo on the 7th January 2017 as president to lead for 4 years. Many people had reservations about his violent nature, which may have been well hidden from the public, but not from those who knew him best. Mr. Kofi Kumsen, a close friend of President Nana Addo, bluntly stated,
I can't entrust Ghana into the hands of Nana Akufo-Addo. I can't sleep. It's not safe. It's not safe. And I believe that.
Then there's Maxwell Kofujuma.
He will be a terrible president.
President Nana Addo's violent nature became immediately apparent as a warlord sponsoring his party hoodlums to attack innocent citizens and public officers alike, as was seen with the beating of ASP Nanka Bruce at the presidency in front of a paralyzed security on the 9th January 2017.
You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Let's take care of the editorial of the day. The editorial is simple. It's about a statement made by Lord Comey at the NPP, whatever conference or whatever. I want us to listen to it, and after that, I will address the issue. And this issue will be going to the NDC. Lord Comey has made some very, very, very interesting statements. In fact, he spoke for the president, and that is something that I'll say. Lord Comey in some kind or say, "Another danke kufuor na sumano say ombeka." And you have to understand that it is not just Lord Comey saying what he's saying; it is Akufo-Addo who sent him to say this, because Akufo-Addo no onim say onwankasa entumi begina onkasa asem we, but obetuma fa Lord Comey so abekasa asem we. It is asem na mutie na mebebo momotie na. Majority of you people at this point, you have heard it, no? Akufo-Addo na ekasa. It is very important because Lord Comey bekasa no enkaya kasebia ankadi gold ba Ghana sika billions ba enkaya say Akufo-Addo na suma no Nana Akufo-Addo be man 10 gram or the nyansa or the nasam ashe Lord Comey ano say Lord Comey beka. Enti asema Lord Comey ebeka no ha nyina no. You have to understand say asema Lord Comey ebeka no ha nyina no. You have to understand say Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado na asem na oka no because obeka say no say Ekufuado na suma no. Ono se na director of operations at Jubilee House. Momientie Lord Comey. You will address this issue.
When ex-President J.J. Rawlings, the Western world was putting pressure on him. It is time to hand over to a democratic rule in Ghana. He says, hand over to whom? And I'm Refiana. There was a certain first lady in this country who is still alive. At a point, he told us openly, plain language, was say MPP for Yanko Kumasi magazine, na Yanko Shishebi, and Famaje Kufor, Mantiana. It tells you that what you call power. Hey, Mr. Adia, your friend to me. Senyamiya wa boom. Nasa who some say. Nasa one somiya. Adia be ye wono. Mr. Adia be ye wono. Mr. I don't care who becomes national chairman. I don't care who becomes flag bearer. What I care is that the MPP continues to reign the men who here and talk on who. When you be so at the MBO now was open. Never again, Mr. Chairman, is what we should resolve leaving this conference this afternoon. Never again that this thing would ever happen to the New Patriotic Party. Charge you. Break the earth, break the earth, break the earth. Adani slogan. Me am Jina Hedia. So far as I live, me dem mean break it biao. To me no, me say me mfa ma wo mo ne, me mfa ma wo mo china. Me ne it bia me break it. Me twaso, me say me yadai. Catch the woman and say twaso yadai. Remember break it bia. As if there is something indeed to break. We have the power. What is left is for us to sustain the power. We have a president who now says, I would hand over to the next MPP presidential candidate as president of the Republic of Ghana.
So you heard it for yourself. The now Kenya to finding in said, Trimuno, Omono mo to me no. The also mo yebia matumini come nsem and enye adia omni to me ebema NDC. Lord Comey ambe kasa keke or say Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado na suma no say ensama obeka ye nyina no or no NSC omeka. Inti don't get it wrong. Mentina baby nka say Lord Comey the man Mike say bodami ni omeka sa Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado na de na asem hye na no say omeka enti na oka say nyina no or say Ekufuado na say omeka de oka no. Inti also gitum say ensem afiri na no ba no efiri Ekufuado ano na eba. Na oya Ghana ni na wo hwe me. We are Ghana near said, Onya NDC near Otto Obama NDC John Mahama. Now, Shamia, a day in the Beman and Adodankwa Ekufuado, Asma Lord Comey, say, Omeka San some way in Ghana. Remember, or say, he does not care. Breaking the 8. Or say, Omo 2 mino, Omo Fama mo. Or say, Omo Beye de Yebia, Omo Beje Sa 2 mino. And the question is, Oma ye before 2020, Sir Lord Comey way. Sir Lord Comey, or no ankasani bodyguard, or no any bodyguard. Eku NDC party agent, elect agent. This guy, Lord Comey bodyguard, no, or born to election time. This same Lord Comey, the bodyguard or dinner chino or bo NDC ni way to Ekuno. Na yembu say who say sa asem na kosi saying NDC for parliamentarians were parliament. Mummu say omo parliament and say sa asem we akosi saying Lord Kome ankasa bodyguard kuni power Ghana. But wasenya sa audacity no, enya sa tumi no, asa be gina Ghana nim say yebese kubiam agitumi onu bibia afa no ho. How he will get the power is what he wants. Or see, we kupain, and no kupain. A kufa so can say you kuamo pain, and you best say kubium aside to me no. Or no breaking the 8 number can enfano home. The Osio person and say he is going to hand over to an MPP flag bearer. Nandi pana ojina ono, Lord Komeno, election ya indeed nansa. NDC for more parliament yonku obia unipa. This guy lying there, he also had family. Oh no? He also had family. Like Obibia or Ghana or family. He also had his own family. And I want to show you on a year how such a young man, and also he was a married man. Also one year. But why did he die? He died because he wanted to go and monitor the elections for you, John Mahama, and those people in parliament, including Muntaka, Haruna, to have power. This boy wasn't going to get anything from you people winning the elections. John Mahama, this young man, he wasn't going to get a dime from you people winning elections. But it was because of the love he has for you, John Mahama. It was because of the belief he has in the NDC. It was because he believes that when the NDC comes to power, at least there's future for them. This guy wasn't going to get a top-notch position. This young man, he wasn't going to get $1 million. This guy wasn't going to get any government appointment. He just wanted to make sure that the destiny of this nation is sealed properly. The democracy we have enjoyed is sealed properly. So this young man did everything possible, left his newly wedded wife at home to go and defend the papers that will make you John Mahama president, to defend those documents that will make those people sitting in parliament, Muntaka and Haruna, to become parliamentarians, to be taking big money. This young man did not have a dime. He could have stayed home with his wife. He could have stayed home with his mother. He didn't deserve to die. He just wanted the right thing to be done. This is what we call sacrifice, John Mahama. You don't believe and you don't understand what I'm talking about. You and your NDC, you still don't understand what sacrifice is. You people think it's politics as usual. You people think it's let us go out and talk as usual. No, it is beyond that. Politics in Ghana today has crossed that level because the person who is the president is a murderer. It is not just business as usual. This woman has lost this man for life. This gentleman is not coming back home again. All because he wanted you, John Mahama, to be president. All because he wanted Muntaka Haruna sit there and he tell me, God will give you power. And then this gentleman who was shot dead by this same Lord Comey. NDC has 137 with the same people in parliament. 1 year. This Lord Comey is still walking. This guy who shot this gentleman is still walking. Why should somebody put their lives on the line to go out and put themselves on the line for you to be President John Mahama? Why should anybody in the NDC, out of the NDC, put their life on the line to defend you parliamentarians? No. Why should anybody do that? There should be a reason for them to do that. Because when our brothers were killed, somebody took action. When my brother was killed, somebody took action. Somebody thought of me. When 8 people were killed, somebody took action by bringing those people who killed them to parliament. When my sisters were killed, somebody in parliament made a decision to make sure we get to the bottom of this, for their deaths not to look like any stupid thing. But as usual, you people think it's politics as usual. And you, John Mahama, thinks it's politics as usual. It is not. It is never. This man is dead. We are not going to see him again. Lord Come's bodyguard killed him, shot him in the belly. Sir Lord Come and the surgeon was on 2 million. He would do anything to get that to me. Because you, the MPP, NDC, from your leadership to your last person, you are timid. You still don't want power. You people don't know what you want. You people are jokers. You have no idea of what is in front of you. You think it's a joke, it's some drama. You think it should be about you people. You think it should be about your names. It should be about your positions. It should be about how people hail you. It is beyond that. It has crossed that line. This gentleman, this gentleman killed your party member with a gun from Lord Comey. He shot this gentleman. This is the guy who committed the crime. He murdered this young NDC man. Mudi power 100 Ghana. He believed in your words, John Mahama. He believed in the words of the NDC. He loves the philosophy of the NDC. He had married very, very fresh. He told his wife, I am going out there because I want the NDC to come back to parliament, to power. I want John Mahama to lead Ghanaians. This guy never came home to meet his wife. As we speak, he's rotten. And nobody in the NDC cares. From the leadership in parliament to all the way to John Mahama, nobody cares. You think lining up to go to their family house, to go pay homage and all that is what people want? People don't care. People want to see people pay for their actions, That is what will settle the heart of the people. For them to have some hope in you that tomorrow when I am hurt, I know these people will come and save me. But at this point, no soldier, no comrade is very, very into this NDC because we know what happened at Ayawaso Wagon. We know what happened to this, our brother who was shot by Lord Come's bodyguard. We know what happened to Techiman people. We just go there and say sorry to the family and everybody walks. As we speak today, the majority leader, the minority leader, Haruna and Muntaka have not even go to Techiman with the MPs to pay homage to this family. Who should put their life? These are some of the things that give people like one from the image to tell them how to make such statements. They're killing this young man. They can kill anybody. Any NDC activist or supporter or sympathizer can be killed. The way Lord Comey made his bodyguard kill this gentleman. He made a guy kill him. He killed him like a pig. Parliament is there. Nobody has shown any interest. So Lord Comey has that energy. And the wife of this guy is never seeing him again. But this is Lord Comey. This is his wife. This is Lord Comey's wife. Apart from him sleeping with young boys and using his dick to enter their ass, this is his wife. And this bleaching fool called Lord Comey, we are hailing him. Nobody has put a gun in his head. So he feels he has the power to speak more, to let people understand he will kill more because you have given him enough blood. This is Lord Comey's wife. Nobody has killed her. Nobody has shot her. Nobody's bodyguard has broken her neck and put her in some gutter and said that your husband did same to my brother and I am replicating what your husband did. Some woman's husband has been buried. Somebody's son. Obiba, yekuno, or ye pepe ni akwara, onim nyansa, inti, no onim nyansa se obe protecting no. The man who is standing there calling himself Lord Comey now all threatening her. So Lord Comey does not feel the pain of this young man who was killed. Lord Comey and Ekufuado don't care. So who is the hope for the NDC? This is Lord Comey and his kids. Somebody is wailing tonight because Lord Comey's bodyguard killed his son or her son. Lord Comey is enjoying with his kids, but he sent somebody to go and kill somebody's son. and no consequences. Parliament doesn't care. Minority doesn't care. Parliamentary, Don Dramani Mahama and the NDC hierarchy don't care because it is not their kids. And this is Lord Comey, having a good life, making sure his daughters live. Is Lord Comey's kid better than this young man who was killed by Lord Comey's bodyguard? Why is the NDC like this? Nobody has strangled Lord Comey's kids. Nobody has shot his wife. Nobody has shot Lord Comey himself. He does not feel the pain for anybody. So he speaks anyhow, and he believes that he can kill more because his bodyguard killed and none of the NDC leaders made sure somebody answered questions. Him, Lord Comey himself, no NDC person attacked him. If Lord Comey had been attacked, if somebody has shot through his V8 one night, if somebody has bulleted his ass, tomorrow he will not stand on TV and make such reckless statements. Because tit for tat is always equal. Say, Obia Fatuo, and the Waku Lord Comey ba, what bonny yiri wait trimutuo. So Obia Fatuo, out of that pain, I murder Lord Comey's wife. I don't think Lord Comey will stand on TV and make such reckless statement. God in his own wisdom knows that this Lord Comey guy deliberately decided to kill a man. So why should he live? Why should his wife live? Why should his kids live? Because the man who died is somebody's son. It's somebody's son. The mother cannot sleep. She's having sleepless night. The man's wife to date, what is she going to do? And you people sit and walk around and hail each other, tickle yourselves and say you want power. You are crazy. Until you spit the same language these people are spitting, there's no way you're going to win power. Until you understand what you are in, you still think it's a joke. It is not. It's not about going to radio stations. It's not about paying homage to chiefs. It's about letting the people understand your eye make red. And if anybody has been able to kill your people, you can also kill. Let them say what they want to say because they've seen that is your weakness. This woman is not better than the man who died. If Lord Comey is also killed today, she can also be a nice widow like our brother who died because his wife too is a widow. So this lady is not better than. So if this woman's husband, Lord Comey, is also shot by somebody, it's tit for tat. That is the language this Ekufuado and this group of criminals understand. Because whether you like it or not, they are going to play the same book they played, the same tactics. They're going to use the same thing. They are going to kill. You people have given them too much room for them to misbehave. Lord Comey and his kids are enjoying life. Lord Comey and his kids are enjoying life. Somebody is wailing. Somebody is crying. Somebody will say, Kevin, why did you show their picture? You are crazy. I showed a dying man's picture. I can't show Lord Comey and his kids' pictures. I showed you a dying man's picture. Do you know how the mom feels? You are crazy to say, why are you showing his kids' pictures? What have his kids done? What did that man do to Lord Comey for his bodyguard to kill him? What did that young guy do? You've forgotten that guy too was married. You've forgotten that young guy too had kids. You are crazy to tell me. Why are you putting Lord Comey and his kids? Lord Comey is not better than anybody. The bullet that entered that guy, the same bullet can enter Lord Comey. And nobody will have a problem with it because it's a tit for tat. The moment you sit there and hail this madness, the guy is telling you what Ekufuado is going to do, and you people are sitting there smiling, telling people about 1 million. You need to let them understand that we also understand this language. There is a reason why I keep telling you, John Mahama, this is not business as usual. And if you are not willing, let the people know early, step away and let somebody step in. But if you're willing, the people too will be willing to help you. I've never seen any presidential candidate who has so much love, so much support like you before in our history. No presidential candidate, even Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, he never enjoyed the same. The people he helped, at the end of the day, turn around to hoot at him. You have never experienced anything like that before. I have never seen any leader in Ghana enjoy this kind of love. What are you doing back? What are you showing back? What they did to you, you can do the same to intimidate anybody. What the guy said today is what is the plan in the Ekufuado. Maybe he went too far because he exposed the president too much. But it's a blessing in disguise. And this is the time you have to make a decision. This is the time you have to have this introspective, sit down and analyze your political ambition. The NDC as a political party and Ghanaians, some people are waiting. Some people are just sitting back. They just need a word. They just need something to ginger them. You sit there and you still kill their heart with this softness, with this kind of, don't worry. God does not give power to a timid man. I am telling you this again. Men fight for power. Men fight for power. Go in your own holy Bible you are using in politics. Ask yourself, who got power on a silver platter? Every single individual in the Bible fought for his power. God's beloved King Solomon had to fight to get that power to be king. It is not easy. You don't sit and expect God to make things work. God is for everybody. We need to act. You have to act. The NDC, the people who did not even believe in politics, decided to vote for you because they love you. They know, they see something in you. What are you waiting for? For this fool who can be shot like the same way somebody who supported you without anything was shot dead.